Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of the 27th of July 2023. Essence: Sweet children, don't commit a sin and then hide it. A lot of punishment is accumulated by those who hide their sins and secretly sit in a gathering. Therefore, remain cautious. Never make the severe mistake of indulging in vice. Question: by keeping which aim constantly in front of you will you continue to make progress with your efforts? Answer: aim to become a worthy child of the mother and father and seated on the heart throne. Follow the Father at every step. Don't perform any such activity through which you would become someone who defames the name of the clan. Such worthy children consider themselves to be pilgrims and remain constantly on this pilgrimage. Pilgrims never become impure on a pilgrimage. If someone is influenced by vice, he becomes completely crushed and all truth is destroyed, and he becomes very unhappy. Song: do not forget the days of your childhood. Om Shanti. This song is only for you children. If, after saying Mama, Baba, you fall into vice, you should then understand that you have died. This is a destination where great caution is needed. I am a child of that Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and I am without an image. In fact, I do not have an image while I am there. Then I adopt an image, experience 84 births, and then become an adopted child of God. If you have the faith of being an adopted child, and you then indulge in vice, you die. You understand that the Father is the one who gives happiness, but He is also the one who takes the full account through Dharam Raj. The Father doesn't cause sorrow. He is the bestower of happiness. But Baba has explained that just as the government has a Dharam Raj with it in the form of the Chief Justice, who makes people take an oath, so too here God Himself says, if you fall into vice and become impure and don't tell Baba about it, there will continue to be 100-fold punishment. If after becoming a child of the Father, you secretly indulge in vice and don't tell Baba about it, you would die completely. Then, no matter how much effort you make, you wouldn't be able to gain victory. Baba is warning you. There are many children who hide things from Baba. It is a great sin to indulge in vice. When you hide something, you die. It would be better if such ones didn't become my children. When a child is unworthy, his father would say, better the child were dead. No one should think that Baba doesn't know anyway. Yes, this Brahma is Baharyami, one who knows everything external, and he doesn't know about it, but that Baba knows very well. The Father says, I have to give happiness. Everyone receives punishment according to their actions. Baba tells everyone, in that too, you women have to remain very cautious. You must never tell lies. Is more merciful to the women than to the men, because the women have been harassed a lot. The father comes and places the urn on the mothers. They therefore have a great responsibility. Baba doesn't emphasize anger as much as he does lust. In fact, no one impure can sit in this gathering. Sometimes Baba has to go and meet impure ones. Eminent people are more impure because they have a lot of wealth. This is why the mothers called out to be protected from being stripped. All are unhappy. Having heard the call of the mothers, the father has come. Mothers should remain very cautious. The names of the mothers are Pukrajpari, Neelampari, angels having names of different jewels. Baba cautions you. Here devils are made into deities. Impure ones are called devils. This whole world is impure and devilish. Not a single person in this impure world is pure. It is explained that sannyasis are not as pure as deities. They still reside in the impure world, but they belong to the path of isolation. In the Golden Age, all were pure and completely viceless. You have come here to become completely pure because this world is completely impure. Not a single one is pure. The Silver Age is said to have 2 degrees less. In the Golden Age they are 16 celestial degrees, and then in the Silver Age they are 2 degrees less. In fact, the Silver Age cannot be called heaven. Heaven is the Golden Age. You children have to make preparations for the Golden Age. If you fall into vice, you cannot go to heaven. The main thing is not to become impure. Shiv Baba knows, but how much can he ask each one? After becoming impure, if you hide it, you will have to experience severe punishment. A tribunal will sit, and this Baba will also sit. Dharamraj also will sit. Then Dharamraj will tell you, at that time you indulged in vice, and you then came and sat in the gathering. You didn't tell Baba. There now has to be punishment. Therefore, Baba says, remain very cautious. You cannot indulge in vice and then sit here. Many such people go and sit at the centres. Baba knows, but if he were to tell them not to sit here, they would become devilish at some point and create obstacles. They would become traitors and begin to cause upheaval. This is called the impure kingdom, the world of thorns. There are no kings or queens. As are the senior ministers, so the people. They would not understand these things. You should remain honest with the true Baba. The Lord is pleased with an honest heart. He will open the locks on your intellects. If your heart is not honest, the lock will not open, and you will then continue to wilt. There will continue to be obstacles, and this is why Baba explains to you in advance. It is also written in the scriptures, devils would come and secretly sit in Indraprastha. People come and sit here just like that at the centres. They come to see what we do and then sit there looking at the Kumaris causing mischief. The Unlimited Father now comes and explains to you children, but the world doesn't know. God Himself is the ocean of knowledge, and He Himself sits here and explains. You have to remember that, Father, because you now have to return home. You are now on the pilgrimage of remembrance. No one indulges in vice while on a pilgrimage. This is a long journey. You are on the pilgrimage for as long as you live. If you indulge in vice while on this pilgrimage, you become completely crushed. Always remember that you are on a pilgrimage and that you mustn't indulge in vice. The world nowadays is very dirty. Even guides on a pilgrimage are very dirty. Baba is very experienced. The Father comes and uplifts the Kumaris and mothers more than the others. The name Jagadamba Shakti Army is remembered. Baba explains, you have to remember that whatever actions you perform, others who see you will do the same. If BKs have any vices, body consciousness or greed, etc., they are not able to do service. They would fail and their students would then become upset. If a Brahma Kumari is good, she will definitely manage a shop well. Those who do good service become emperors and empresses. Less service and you would become maids and servants of the emperors and empresses. Lakshmi and Narayan will have maids and servants. They will live with the kings and queens. Here you are changing from human beings into deities. You are on a pilgrimage. If you forget this pilgrimage, and if you forget Shiv Baba and the sweet home, you will be slapped very hard by Maya. You have to make a lot of effort. Remain safe from the vices. Nothing can remain hidden here. Nothing can remain hidden from Shiv Baba. He has to give punishment. It is said, follow the mother and father. The father would not do anything like that. Many children come to Baba, and Baba can tell from their conversation whether someone is impure or hardly remains pure. Baba has doubts, and he then has to explain in the Murli. Many hide this. It is very bad to indulge in vice on a pilgrimage. You will then not be able to be threaded in the rosary of victory. If you wish to become part of the Sun dynasty, never become impure on this pilgrimage. Children continually forget that they are on a pilgrimage. Some don't remember Baba for even an hour or half an hour throughout the day. It is very difficult for them to stay in remembrance of Baba. They will go into a royal clan, but claim the status of maids and servants. You must definitely make effort and become seated on the throne of the mother and father. Otherwise, the father would say that you are an unworthy child who is not moving along very well. You Brahmins are on a pilgrimage. If you behave badly and defame the name of the clan, you will experience a lot of punishment. You have been jailbirds in the wombs for birth after birth. At this time, all human beings are jailbirds. They repeatedly continue to experience punishment. You now have to go into palaces of wombs. Therefore, you should make so much effort. No matter where you may be sitting, on a train or anywhere else on this pilgrimage, you have to stay in remembrance. You all say that you will marry Lakshmi or Narayan. Therefore, first become like that. If you don't attain a status, what are you doing? Baba continues to caution you. When you come to Baba, Baba makes you laugh and entertains you very well. Some are insects of attachment, just like monkeys. Their intellect's yoga with their friends and relatives doesn't break at all. Those who become impure even write to Baba, "Baba, I was defeated. I fell into the gutter of vice." They become completely crushed. Baba continues to caution you. You are on a pilgrimage. There shouldn't be the vice of lust here, otherwise you will become very unhappy. You have to claim your inheritance of paradise from the Father, and so don't ruin everything you have, even by mistake. Lust is the greatest enemy. It causes you sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. In the land of death, everyone continues to experience sorrow from the beginning through the middle to the end. The golden age is called the land of immortality. You receive the sovereignty by listening to the story of immortality from Shiv Baba, the Lord of Immortality. You receive the sovereignty by listening to the story of immortality from Shiv Baba, the Lord of Immortality. The old mothers and the Kumaris have been saved from vice, and the widows are very fortunate. Shiv Baba is the husband of all husbands. If you come to God's school and listen to the Murlis, you will hear new things. The unlimited Father makes you into the masters of heaven, the pure world, and so you should instantly become pure. If you continue to choke and drink poison, you won't be able to imbibe. A golden vessel is required. The Father has to become egoless and come into the impure world. Only you children know me. Among you too, Maya catches hold of some by their noses and makes them fall. They don't have regard. Oh, God is teaching us. We are so fortunate. Baba is sitting in such an ordinary body. You children also have to become egoless. He is the incorporeal one. He cannot have any arrogance of a body. you too have to become egoless. When you die, the world is dead for you. We now have to go to Baba. Why should you remember this graveyard? If you continue to talk to yourself in this way, your mercury of happiness will rise and you will remain constantly cheerful. We are on a pilgrimage with Baba. Baba has come to take us back home. It should not be that Maya cuts off your ears. In that case, even though you listen, you won't be able to imbibe knowledge. Your mercury of happiness will not rise. If you donate to many others, you will continue to receive blessings from many. The path of knowledge is for you to remain very sweet with everyone. You mustn't become salt water. Fulfill your responsibilities to your vicious relationships and your divine relationships. Become loving to both sides. The Father is pleased to see his worthy children. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana 1. You are now on a pilgrimage, and therefore you have to move along very cautiously. You definitely have to remain pure. 2. Become egoless like the Father. You have to go to Baba. Therefore, remove your attachment from everyone. Talk to yourself and remain cheerful. Blessing. May you become a carefree emperor and perform every action as an instrument with the awareness of the one who inspires everyone is making me do everything. The one who makes everyone move is making me move. The one who makes everyone do everything is making me do everything. Have this awareness. Become an instrument as you continue to perform every action, and you will then become a carefree emperor. If you have the awareness, I am doing this, you cannot remain carefree. However, the awareness, I have been made an instrument by the Father, enables you to experience being carefree and free from any worry in life. You won't even have to worry about what will happen tomorrow. Such souls who have the faith that whatever is happening is good and that whatever is going to happen will be even better, know that the one who is making them do everything is the best of all. Slogan: with your vibrations of peace and happiness, give everyone the experience of happiness and comfort, and you will then be called a true server. Om Shanti.